All right. Hey, hey. Hi. All right. So, Virgos, let's go ahead and take a little peek at what is the celestial vibe going on. All right. So, Virgo is rocking Virgo right now, the maiden core. All right, so the Virgo constellation represents the fertility of the earth and its harvest. Virgos are prudent, analytical, and detail oriented. If they can avoid fickle gossip, they tend to become awakened guides. So interesting. I don't know that I haven't used that deck very frequently, but I don't know that I've had, you know, the zodiac get its own zodiac constellation before. So if Virgo is rocking the most Virgo-esque vibe ever right now, what does that look like? What does that mean? Well, we've got a King of Cups and we've got the Devil. King of Cups and the Devil, we have intense emotions because this is beautiful. This is somebody who wants to share their emotions, but what their emotions might be is frustrated. Their emotions might be, I'm feeling jealous, Virgo. I'm feeling jealous about my Virgo. I'm feeling obsessed a little bit about wanting my Virgo. We have somebody who's in their feels about the Virgo right now. Virgo is what they see in their night sky. Virgo is the person that they think of. Virgo is the one that they want, but they don't know how to talk to the Virgo or how to approach the Virgo with the Two of Wands, which is probably why there's so much conflict. What is the Two of Wands? They don't know what path to take. Seven of Cups, they don't know what path to take. The confusion, I don't know what to do about this. I don't know how to, deal with the feels. I don't know how to put these energies in order. We got a Three of Wands, we got the Tower. God, this is somebody really, really wrestling with. It's like either they want to talk to Virgo right now, but they literally say, but I can't yet. But if I don't, I'm going to lose Virgo. Why can't you? If that's the way to look at that, let me see. Or let me ask, what is the thing that you want to do? What is the thing that you want to express so very badly? Nine of Cups, Queen of Swords. It's like they want to tell Virgo about some Queen of Swords who's getting her jollies, her wish fulfillment, her boundaries and rules. And I don't know, is this like somebody that they are feeling puppeted by, or is this, she's in the upright, so we wouldn't think negative. We have the Emperor, we have the Four of Wands. Wait a minute. They want to marry Virgo? They want to tell Virgo that truth. They want to tell Virgo how happy that would make them to marry Virgo, but they feel like they can't. But if they don't say this, they're going to lose Virgo. That feels very extreme. Either I want to marry you or I can't quite imagine that they're like, well, I'm really stressed out because I really love Virgo and I want to tell them that I'm going to go marry somebody else. But if I things with Virgo, honey, you're already not worth Virgo if that were the case, right? If you're in love with somebody else. So that's why I'm thinking that this is, they need to tell Virgo the truth of it is they actually want to be married to the Virgo. And they feel like, but why can't you say that? I don't understand. Is it that you can't offer that proposal yet? Or Four of Swords, yeah, they're not ready yet, but they want to marry Virgo somehow in the future. And they're all frustrated and stressed because they really love this Virgo. It started out with loving emotions, really frustrated, not knowing which route to take. How do I say this? Because I feel like I'm going to lose Virgo if I don't say this. And it seems to be it's about telling the truth, but this is them needing to get themselves happy first, needing themselves to heal, needing themselves to feel good. And it's almost like they want to say, okay, the truth is, Virgo, the truth is I have to be happy single for a little bit, but my plan is that I want to be happy and marry you, but I'm still broken right now, so I'm trying to get myself happy. And I don't know how to tell Virgo that, because to come in and say, hi, I'm not offering you anything, I just want you to wait for me because I want to be single and kick up my heels for a bit because I'm wounded and have to heal. They're saying if I come forward and I say that to Virgo, I'm going to lose Virgo for sure. But if I don't come forward and say to Virgo what my intentions are, I might lose Virgo for sure. It's all about the future is going to fall apart. Let me just ask this character, what is the deal? What is the King of Cups? What is it that you really are feeling the need to do for yourself? We said they have to heal. They have to change some things, the world. They're trying to restart their life, and they are not ready to be the other part of a union, but they desperately want to come in and tell Virgo that I want to be married to you, Virgo, but I don't want to marry you now. I can see why that would come across really messed up, because it's like I'm offering you nothing, but I'm expecting you to wait and hold space for me. Now, the thing is, if they had already been in a connection with Virgo or something, and Virgo knew the ins and outs of things, that might be a little different. But if they're showing up to say, I don't want you to escape because I'm going to latch onto you and make you mine, but not until I'm darn good and ready, I can see how that, I mean, the way I just said it sounds awful, right? Even though I think there's a lot more to this story than something as, blunt as that. Let me just ask, what information would Virgo need to know? 8 of Wands, everything. Full-on communication about, for Virgo to maybe comprehend what is going on with this king. Where are they at? What's the level of like sincerity? How will Virgo comprehend? How do we comprehend anything? It's when we actually have the information to understand it. But if we don't have the information, if we don't have the open dialogue, it's really hard to know what's going on. And we could either get like insulted really easily, or we could get, pissed off, or we could assume things that aren't true. But if there is communication, sometimes one well-placed sentence that is true gives us a whole different perspective. We've got a 9 of Pentacles, we've got an 8 of Pentacles. If what this character is trying to say is, I'm trying to change everything, I'm trying to relocate my life, I'm trying to, I was in a big trauma, I really have been working on my self-worth, but that my self-worth is wrapped up into my ability to get my feet under me again. I don't feel like I have my feet under me, and I can't offer you something that I can be proud of until I feel like my feet are under me, Virgo. If they could explain maybe like what they're working on, how they see it. And I think also this to me comes across as Virgo. They might need to tell Virgo how they see Virgo. If they see Virgo as a 9 of Pentacles, somebody who's got their life together, somebody who's got their feet under them, and they're saying, I have to be able to match you in that energy. I have to be proud of myself. I have to be happy in myself. So then I can match you, because I can't come into your life where there's this huge, discrepancy. I'm not coming into your world and being the weaker of the two. We have to be on equal footing, because I want to be in an equal partnership with someone I admire and care about. It seems like those are the kinds of things that Virgo would need to have conveyed to them, if indeed this is how they feel. These cards came out, so we can assume that is the stuff that Virgo would need to understand, or be have kind of expressed to them, so then they could understand, oh, so it's not that you're saying, hey, I think I want to marry you later, so like, just FYI, basically dibs your mine, but I'm not going to give you any attention right now. That would have sounded rude, whereas what we just described with those 2 cards, whole different spin on things, right? So the big question here is, will the King of Cups be conveying the messages that they need to convey to the Virgo? We have King of Pentacles, we have 8 of Cups. This is somebody of generous spirit, somebody that would speak up, even though they would be offering something and simultaneously walking away. This feels like this King of Cups is going to go ahead and find their footing and say, here's my intentions. Here's what I intend to be. Here's who I intend to be. We have the Devil. We have the Fool. We have the Queen of Swords. I think they're going to do this even though they feel incredibly foolish. They feel like for sure Virgo's going to assume that I'm actually out to sow my wild oats or something, and I want to go out and date other people. They're going to think the worst of me. They're going to think I'm an absolute fool. They're going to think I'm just some weird impulsive person who bounces in, hey, want to marry you, see you in a whatever, however long. They're thinking of how the boundaries that Virgo will put up against their toxic behavior, if indeed they come across as toxic. So they have a really bad image of how it's going to look to Virgo. But again, this kind of says they're fretting over everything instead of trying to vocalize and express and explain. And they're assuming Virgo's going to think that they're super, super toxic. Let me just ask, King of Cups, are you going to express to Virgo that the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Ace of Cups in the reverse? I don't know. This person, I feel like they're digging a hole for themselves in this storyline. They're saying, well, I don't want anyone but Virgo, but I also don't want to offer a cup of love to Virgo. If they say that, like, Virgo, I don't want anybody, but I also don't want to give you my love. I'm not offering you marriage or love, but I'm not offering it to anybody else. I feel like this, my gosh, I want this character to get like a coach to help them put their words together, because it seems like they're going to flub this really bad. And they're already so worried that that's what they're going to do. But then when I see them spitting out words like this, okay, so I don't want somebody else. I'm not going to get with somebody else, Virgo. I just don't love you right now. I don't want to give you my love right now. But I want to marry you later on, but I don't want to give anything to you right now. I need to stay away from you still. But I just wanted you to know, I'm coming back to marry you later. That's not really the explanation, but maybe that's the best they think they can do right now. Here's their challenge. They're trying to put emotions into words while feeling pressured on the timeline, because they're convinced and they already believe that in the future this is all going to fall apart and they're still going to lose Virgo. So they're starting out with a super negative, like it's almost like they're going to manifest the worst outcome, and Virgo is going to think you're toxic, you're not trustworthy because of the way they're behaving. But it seems as if most of that is coming from the how do I convey emotions into like rational thoughts and full explanation. What is the advice to this king? Universe, can you help this king? Because, okay, King of Swords. The universe says when they're full of emotion and they don't know how to convey it, and the fact of the matter is they need to convey the real facts. They need to perhaps get more logical and maybe even default and say, how would they wish to be conversed with? What would you need to know if you were in Virgo's shoes? And then speak those things. You know what? That just simplified things, didn't it? What if you were the person who was on the outside, the way Virgo is, what would you need to hear to understand what someone was trying to convey to you? Would it be more confusing to be told, I'm going to marry you. I'm not offering you anything right now. I'm not going to be with you right now. Where's the gaps in knowledge? We have the Four of Swords. We have the Knight of Pentacles. In this case, it actually says maybe they need to sleep on it for at least 4 days. Or maybe what they need to say is, Virgo, there's a lot that's been going on in my life. I've been trying to heal from a lot of things. I have a lot that I'd like to say to you. I'm hoping that in a little bit, maybe I could approach you and we could have a big conversation. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the part, instead of saying, I want to marry you, I don't want to love you now, but blah, blah, blah. Maybe instead of talking about what their end goal is, maybe they need to talk about where they're at right now. I'm in the process of healing from some pretty big traumas and I'm feeling a lot better, but I'm not 100% yet. But I would like in the future to be able to talk to you because I have a lot to say. I just wanted you to know I'm thinking of you, and I hope you'll hear me out at some point here when I'm a little bit more leveled out. I think that's what the suggestion is for this character. Six of Cups is definitely about my intentions are to talk to you and really talk to you at great length. This is them saying, I want to return because you're a soulmate. Whether or not they're going to put any of that added energy, it's more talking about like, don't think I haven't forgotten you. I've been through a big trauma. I've been healing from it. I'm getting closer to being the person I'm trying to become. And you're the person that I most want to talk to, but I just need a little bit more time. That to me, it doesn't really leave big mystery. It says you're important. It says, but I'm still broken. But my intention is to speak with you if you will let me. I think that is probably the cleanest, most straightforward, most accurate, we'll say, speech. And how might Virgo receive that? Sorry, I'm starting to choke on nothing. The Magician upright, Seven of Swords sideways. I think Virgo will say, well, either they really are trying to manifest a chance to talk to me or they're full of crap. I don't really know. This can go, the Magician upright is not a trickster. In the reverse, it's a straight up liar. This card of being a liar is not a liar unless it's upright. So it says on two counts, Virgo is more inclined, first off, to believe them while still saying, I would love it if they were manifesting, trying to come forward to tell me some kind of truth. But you know what? The proof will be in the pudding. So all I can say is, yeah, I'd like to hear from them, hear what they have to say. Maybe Virgo still has a guard up, but they're not instantly calling BS on this person. So speaking truth seems to be the best route. Universe, what happens when these two do talk? Or if this king really has every intention of doing this? Wow, 10 of Cups. Their outcome is the 10 of Cups. It may take them a while to get there. It may take some time. I just asked for the outcome. I didn't ask for all the minutia of, what's their first conversation like, blah, blah, blah. But let me just ask this. If Virgo's response is, well, I'd like to hear what you have to say, and then just let them have their time and space, what happens next if that's Virgo's reaction? 2 of Cups. Wow. That actually strengthens this bond. That gives them some kind of, I'm going to say, like an incredible thrill and an incredible ability to lean into Virgo even further and say, this is my person. I can't believe after all this time, their response to me was, well, I'll look forward to hearing from you. That's huge. They want to hear what I have to say. This is my person. It almost feels like this gets their energy back on track, even though Virgo's the one who's got a lot of stress over all this. I don't know if somebody is worried about what they look like or worried about, how they've aged or what, but we have this Knight of Swords. They're ready to talk a lot sooner than what Virgo would have expected, and maybe a lot sooner than what they themselves would have expected. Even if there's fear, there's such a huge encouragement. There's such a huge act of love and compassion that's already been given, which is, of course, I care to hear what you've been through. Of course, I care to hear what's happening with you, what has happened with you. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. Lots of love. Bye.